Jack here, and I'm out on my back deck, protected from the sun, under my brand new DikaSun dual roof patio gazebo. This is a really neat, fancy sunshade style gazebo with a dual roof design for ventilation, a super sturdy all steel frame, as well as an all-around screen style bug and privacy shade. Now, full disclosure, this product was sent to me for free for this video, but as always, that won't change anything that I say. In just a moment, I'm going to show you what you get, what it took to get this thing set up, and some of the awesome features of this gazebo. The entire gazebo is a really solid steel frame. Now, the legs are not adjustable, but they are two pieces. So you're going to attach the first piece to the frame when you're putting it all together, and the second piece, which mounts to the ground, is right there. Now on the bottom of the legs, you can either stake them in with the included stakes, or you can drill or screw them into the deck or floor, depending on what you're doing. So we're gonna have to use nails or screws. Now, one thing I really love about this canopy gazebo is the privacy / bug screen. Take a look at this. It's really cool how they have this set up. So there's the actual roof of the canopy, and once again, it is two pieces. So there's the top piece there with the ventilation around it, and then the bottom piece, which is the main piece. And if we look underneath, you can see those two pieces there as well. So the top piece and then the bottom piece secured on the steel frame. But around all of the edges of the frames is this curtain rod type material here. So there's this metal piece that's like a pole, and that attaches on the middle here and on the end of each sides. And so if you look at the middle there, it's screwed in. Do make sure that you have these oriented the right way. When I first put it on, it was flipped like this. So make sure that the bolt hole is lined up there. But then you're going to attach these curtains on the curtain rod. And when you first get it, it comes all in one piece, but there are 4 separate pieces. So each corner has its own piece, which means you can extend any side you want, and you can close it or open it on different sides. So for example, I've got this side open, but then this side here is all the way closed. So you can see if there's a certain side you want privacy, if you don't want the bugs to come from a certain side, or you just want a little bit of sun protection, you can close it up on one side. It's super simple. There's a zipper in the middle of each of these sections. When it gets all the way up to the top, you can disconnect it and pull either side back and forth. So you can see on here, we've got the right side scrunched in and the left side is open. Now, you can of course detach them if you want to via the curtain rod type hooks there, but this is how we have it set up right now. Now, when you're not using the screen, there's these really fancy ties right here which hold each of the different sides together. So there's 2 on each corner, which is nice. So you really do have full customizability on how you want to set up the screen with this gazebo. Now, I would say the setup is pretty simple. There's a lot of little tiny nuts and bolts like right here that hold the frame together on each of the sides. I would say this is definitely a 2-person job. It did take us a little bit longer than suggested. It says about 30 minutes. It took us probably closer to 2 hours, but we were stopping and starting a little bit and moving the cameras around. The hardest part is probably just being careful not to drop the little bolts as you're attaching things together. I actually dropped a couple of them during the process, and they fell through the cracks on our deck and went down underneath the deck, so we had to look for them. Unfortunately, this kit doesn't come with any extra pieces, which is a little weird to me. Usually anything that requires building does include like an extra bolt or an extra screw, especially of the smaller pieces, but there's nothing extra that comes with this set. So do keep that in mind. If you drop something or you lose something, that's all you got. You're going to have to go for it. Now, in the package, you get your manual. It's a very simple photo diagram style manual with very little written instructions. There are some right there, but most of what you're dealing with is just going to be the visual images. So do pay attention when you do that. All of the pieces did come numbered, which is really nice. You do get your tent stakes. Like I said here, they're pretty small stakes. So if you're in a high wind area, you might want something a little stronger. You do have your Allen key, and there's this little wrench, but I'm honestly not sure what this wrench is for, as it didn't fit any of the nuts that we had in this kit, but it's there anyway. Now, like I said before, I definitely would recommend setting this up with 2 people. Having a friend to help lift things, hold things, really would make this an easier and quicker setup for you. It really wasn't too bad, but having the extra set of hands is pretty crucial if you ask me. I really do like how slanted the roof of the gazebo is, and I love that there's ventilation at the top there. Now, with other gazebo type tent canopies with flatter roofs, if it is raining, some of the water may pool, so do be aware of that. Be careful. You don't want to have it rip if too much weight pools on the top of the canopy. Now, the manual does recommend taking off the roof and side pieces if you're expecting a large windstorm, rainstorm, snowstorm, just to make sure that your canopy doesn't rip or tear in the storm and that it's going to be nice and sturdy and last you a long time. It does also say in the manual that if you need any replacement parts, you can contact the company and they'll be happy to help you out with that. But all things considered, I couldn't be happier with this DikaSun Gazebo tent style sunshade canopy. It's really made my deck a nicer place to hang out. The shade is amazing. I love the privacy screen and the bug screen, especially for nighttime when it's cooler outside. It's great to sit outside, but you do have to look out for the bugs and mosquitoes, so that shade makes that so much easier. But anyway, if you're looking at this gazebo, I hope this video helped your purchase decision. Thanks for watching.